Trump pushed Pakistan up the fantasy tree. Fake oil dreams and the game of envy with India. Imagine this. A moment when the leader of the world's most powerful nation tells a dead-ridden, exhausted country, "You can sell oil to India." Sounds good, even prideful. But now think, what if this dream is fake? What if this promise is just a political ploy? And what if this so-called energy partnership is merely a veiled jibe at India and a false consolation to Pakistan? That's exactly what Donald Trump recently did. He slapped a 25% tariff on Indian exports and then made a dramatic declaration to turn Pakistan into an oil exporter for India. But the truth behind this announcement is bitter, misleading, and crucial to understand. Today, we're diving deep into this very issue. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an update. So, let's get started without any delay. When a frustrated Donald Trump realized that, despite repeated threats, India was not going to stop buying oil from Russia, he pulled out another trick from his political playbook. He brought Pakistan into the spotlight. He said, "We are partnering with Pakistan on oil, and maybe one day they'll even sell oil to India." At first glance, this may have sounded like a matter of pride for Pakistan. But the real question is Pakistan even in a position to do that? The answer is clear and simple. No. And the numbers confirm it. According to the US Energy Information Administration, as of 2016, Pakistan had only 350 million barrels of oil reserves. Based on that, Pakistan ranks 52 ND in the world. Now compare this with the country that's actually selling oil to India, Russia. And Pakistan doesn't even come close. And mind you, these are 2016 numbers. Since then, there have been no significant discoveries or confirmed additions to its reserves. Now let's talk about Pakistan's own needs. Every day, Pakistan consumes around 5,50,000 barrels of oil, while its own production is just 88,000 barrels per day. That means the rest of it has to be imported. So essentially, a country that cannot even meet its own basic energy needs is being told by the US that it could sell oil to India. This is exactly what's called चढ़ाना चाहने के झाड़ पार, filling someone with false hope, raising them high only to watch them fall. But Trump's statement wasn't just a proposal for an energy partnership, it was also a jab at India. India has recently become the biggest buyer of cheap Russian oil, and the United States, especially Trump, is quite troubled by this economic independence of India. He wanted India to buy oil from the US on American terms. But when India clearly stated that it would make decisions based on national interest, Trump wasn't angry or surprised. He simply found a new pawn. And that was Pakistan. The real conspiracy came to light when Trump said that an American oil company would work with Pakistan and might sell oil to India. He also said, "We are currently in the process of selecting that company." But the question is, would any commercial company want to invest billions of dollars in a country with such limited proven reserves? The answer comes from Pakistan's geological reality. Trump referred to recent seismic surveys conducted in Pakistan's Indus Basin. Some potential hydrocarbon structures were found in those surveys. But experts say that until a structure produces confirmed output through drilling, it cannot be called a reserve. It holds no commercial value. And nothing of that sort has happened in Pakistan so far. In fact, any oil resource can only be classified as a commercial reserve when it meets 3 conditions. First, its size and quality are clearly established. Second, it is economically viable. And third, there is a defined development plan in place. Pakistan has none of these. It lacks the technology, the money, and the political stability to assure any foreign investor. Now let's talk about the cost. Even if we assume that a good oil reserve is found somewhere in Pakistan, it would require at least $5 billion and 4 to 5 years to develop it on a commercial scale. In addition, separate investments would be needed for refineries, pipelines, and export terminals. And at this moment, Pakistan's economy is in such a dire state that it's already on its knees seeking loans from the IMF. In such a situation, declaring itself an oil exporter sounds nothing short of a joke. But there's another political angle to Trump's statement: China. Under CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, China has already invested heavily in Balochistan. The oil and gas infrastructure there is under China's supervision. So if the US sends any American company into that region, it would directly clash with China's interests. And China will never allow that. This means Trump's proposal is not only practically impossible, but also extremely sensitive and confrontational from a geopolitical perspective. In reality, Trump is doing all this because he wants to hit two targets at once: put pressure on India and lure Pakistan. He wants Pakistan to feel like it's America's new friend, so that it may distance itself even slightly from China. But this is all a chess game of diplomacy, where Trump needs pawns, but never tells the pawns the whole truth. That's exactly what's happening with Pakistan. Trump's approach reminds us of the 20th century collar diplomacy, where powerful countries embraced weaker nations only to serve their own interests, and once done, left them behind. Pakistan needs to understand that today, Trump might show it the dream of selling oil to India, but tomorrow, the Sam Trump might make it stand back in line before the IMF. For India, this entire episode is both a warning and an opportunity. A warning because the US is now using pawns like Pakistan to exert indirect pressure on India. And an opportunity because India is realizing that its energy independence is its greatest diplomatic strength. The decision to buy oil from Russia is a symbol of India's economic and strategic self-reliance. In the end, the real question isn't whether Pakistan will be able to sell oil to India. The real question is, will Pakistan recognize the truth behind this false promise? Will it examine the reality behind Trump's words? Or will it once again nod along with America and push its future into darkness? One thing is crystal clear from this entire story. In international politics, it's not emotions, but interests that drive decisions. Trump's sudden affection for Pakistan didn't come out of nowhere. It's a strategy, a move to make India a soft target. But India is no longer the country it was decades ago. Today, India responds with data, stands its ground through diplomacy, and counters with strategy. And when you have data, self-reliance, and strategy on one side, then no matter how false the dream may be on the other, no matter how tall the promises, India is no longer one to fall for illusions.
Taught you something new. Do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.